Hello everyone, welcome back to New Zealand and World Mysteries. We've got another couple of cases to talk about tonight. As you guys may know, because we've got two cases together, that generally means there is not a lot of information about these cases to do a video on their own. But let's get into it and let's talk about John Mills. This story starts in Auckland, Big Red Dot, in the suburb of Mount Roskill. So we're going to start at police.govt.nz. This is Wednesday 30th of November 2022. Now, although there's not a lot of information, I have been approached by one of John's children and asked if I can take a look at this. Let's have a look. Police are continuing their investigation into the disappearance of 52-year-old John Mills. He was reported missing from his home in Mount Roskill in Auckland in June. His car, which we'll take a look at soon, a blue Nissan Pulsar with registration YD4731, was last seen in the Waikato area. So let's just take a quick look at where that is. So if you look at the map now, it's just in sort of the region below Auckland, but it is a region in itself. Mr. Mills is described as being around 178 centimetres tall with medium build. Police say through our investigation efforts we have identified several locations of interest, including an area off Cranebridge Road in Hillcrest, which members of the police specialist search team will be searching today. Police remain committed to finding Mr. Mills and returning him to his whānau. We would like to thank those who have come forward with information assisted so far. We continue to appeal to the community for sightings of Mr. Mills or his vehicle, particularly around the time he was reported missing. Anyone with information is asked to contact Hamilton Police on 105 and quote file 220620/9565. Of course, anonymously, Crime Stoppers 0800 555 111, and all these details, of course, and source links will be in the description box below. Next we'll go to rnz.co.nz. This was 30th of November 2022. Search for missing Auckland man moves to Waikato as police identify locations of interest. And I just realised I didn't show you the car, so I better do that. Very nice blue. Police are conducting a search in Hamilton today as part of its investigation into the disappearance of Auckland man John Mills. The 52-year-old was reported missing from his Mount Roskill home in June. Again, his car, a blue Nissan Pulsar with reg YD4731, was last seen in the Waikato area. It's just saying the same sort of thing. They have identified several locations of interest. One of those is in Hillcrest. A specialist search team will search the location today, and they want to hear from anyone that might have some information. Okay, let's move on to nzherald.co.nz. Now, this is December 2022, so this is quite recent, guys. Police follow new leads and search for missing 52-year-old man John Mills. Look, you guys got to remember that these are not just random stories that you can overlook. These are in your own backyard. These are our people. These people are missing, and their families are hurting and wondering what happened to their loved ones. So yeah, tough. Police are seeking the public's help to find John Mills. Detective Inspector Daryl Smith said they were continuing to follow lines of inquiry in relation to the missing man. On Wednesday, staff completed a search of an area in Hamilton, in Hillcrest. Police are now following up on multiple lines of inquiry as a result of the search. it kind of sounds like when they say that it's a good thing, you know, they've got multiple lines of inquiry, but alas, this guy is still missing. We're working hard to piece together what happened to Mr. Mills in the lead up to his disappearance, he said. Smith thanked members of the community who had already come forward with information. Please, if you have any, the numbers are in the description box below. Please think, if you know, what would you want to happen if this was your friend, family member, whānau member. We have investigators reviewing the information provided by the community so far, and we continue to ask anyone else with info on his whereabouts to contact police. Again, YD4731 with that blue Nissan Pulsar, and it's quite a bright blue. We are keen to hear from anyone with information, regardless of how small you may think it is, Smith said. It may be relevant to our investigation, and assist us in locating Mr. Mills. And again, the numbers to call and the file number will be in the description box below. Police swoop on Hamilton House and search for missing Auckland man John Mills. This is from stuff.co.nz, and this December 9th, 2022. Police have swooped on a Hamilton home in their search for missing Auckland man John Mills. The 52-year-old from Mount Roskill has not been seen since early June, and his car was last seen in the Waikato region. On Thursday evening, police conducted a search warrant in Melville, a suburb on the city's southwest. A nearby resident said she saw a Yvonne Street house cordoned off with a blue tent in front of it. Doesn't sound positive. On Friday morning, the tent had been removed apparently, but there was a police presence and police tape around the property. Police said they continue to follow up multiple lines of inquiry in relation to Mills' disappearance. Last week, police had blocked off Hamilton business Riverlea Motor Wreckers on Cambridge Road. Officers could be seen searching the business and also the banks of the nearby stream that runs behind the business. A local said they have been conducting searches in the area for a number of weeks. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it feels like the police might know in a way what could have happened or where he was last seen. They're definitely searching a couple of addresses. But alas, like I say, John is still missing and his family still don't have any answers. So basically that's it for John Mills. We go back to this updated police update on a police update that just says the same thing. They're working hard to piece together what happened to John in the lead up to his disappearance. They're following up multiple lines of inquiry. Please keep coming in with all the information, community. It's fantastic. If you know anything, say something. We're going to move on to the next case. I told you this was small. There's not much in this, but at least we can get a story out and get his picture out there, which is the most important thing. Let's move on. We're going to newshub.co.nz. Concerns for welfare of missing Canterbury woman. This was on the 21st of July 2017, so this is a few years old. Very brief, Canterbury police have concerns about the well-being of a local resident missing since Thursday morning. Melissa Jane Dalgetty, also known as Melissa Jane Gray, was last seen in the Waikuku Beach, an area close to Rangiora and north of Christchurch. Police said in a statement that they are concerned for the 34-year-old's welfare and to call police if you have any information. Let's take a quick look at where this is located. So if you can see here the big red dot, and I better get John off the page and put Melissa on, shall I? Excuse my mistake. Nothing ever rolls as smooth as you want it to. So, big red dot just in Christchurch, just out of Christchurch there, and we're going to zoom in to see more. Now, Rangiora and Kaiapoi is little sort of towns, I guess you would call them. Waikuku is a tiny wee beach settlement along the coast there, and it has obviously a little beach as well. Beautiful, beautiful place to go for sure. At NZ Herald again, search continues for missing Rangiora woman, Melissa Dalgety. They are searching, police search and rescue teams together with family and friends of missing woman will continue their search today. Dalgety, also known as Melissa Gray, hasn't been seen since Thursday. We do find out her vehicle has been found later that afternoon, parked at the Waikuku Beach car park. Since then, police search and rescue crews together with surf life-saving volunteers have been scouring the area for any sign of the 34-year-old. Inspector Peter Cooper said today police would continue their efforts in conjunction with a number of family members and other volunteers. Inquiries are ongoing into Melissa's movements when she was last seen. Police continue to appeal for sightings or any information that may assist in establishing her whereabouts. Police earlier had 28 searches from the Police Search and Rescue Squad, Christchurch and Oxford Landsar groups, including 2 search dogs, searching the forest, beach and properties of Waikuku Beach in cold and wet conditions. It says, however, the weather was going to clear up the next day. I don't know if you can hear the weather outside. I'm in Christchurch and it's hailing so hard out there. It's crazy. So hopefully that's not an issue. Now, you know, some people are going to say, because we have a lot of people go missing on the coasts, right? But let's say they wanted to hurt themselves or something and they went into the sea, which is what a lot of people were thinking. If you don't, you know, surely something could wash up, even a shoe, or you would see a belonging of something. I don't know. Unfortunately, stuff.co.nz in July 2017, police search for Melissa is scaled back. The family of missing Canterbury woman remain committed to finding her as police scale back their efforts. She was last seen again on Thursday morning. Her car was found at Waikuku Beach car park in North Canterbury later that day. At the time, police say they had serious concerns for her safety. On Tuesday, Inspector Peter Cooper said police had scaled down their search. Police were confident that all areas of interest in the adjacent forest have been covered. From here, the focus will be concentrated on the beach area, Cooper said. Family and friends are committed to continuing their search of the area. Police would continue to help the family in their search, he said. On Friday, surf life-saving volunteers joined the 28-strong search party, which again included Christchurch and Oxford Landsar groups and 2 search dogs. They searched the forest, beach and properties of Waikuku Beach, as well as the shoreline and estuary of the Ashley River. Police have issued a public appeal for sightings or any info that could help find her. We don't even have a file number. If I find one, I will definitely put it in the description box below. But you know the deal. Call 111 or Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111 if you think you have some information. They scaled back the search in the previous article, and here we are seeing that they have called it off completely. Police ceased their efforts on Friday and have ruled out the possibility of foul play or that Melissa had gone to another part of the country. Peter Cooper told Kiwi on Monday, "We've exhausted all avenues and ruled out foul play. She is still considered a missing person." The search that they'd done focused on the forest, beach and properties around Wakaku. We have great sympathy for the family, and I'm not sure myself, but I'm not sure how they can claim that it's no foul play when this lady is still missing. But there you have it. Okay, thank you very much. I know this was a really brief one, but sometimes you got to be quick, because when that's all you've got, that's all you can go with. So I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much, guys.